Hello and welcome to a brief step-by-step explanation for calculating your bottom quartile, well, bottom third. I'm Nicole Binder and I will be walking you through the steps to complete this process. The first step is logging into IPT. I typically get there via EdConnect. Once you have gotten into IPT, you must complete the steps by grade level. So, select the first tested grade level, then scroll down the left-hand side and select Scores by Season, which is under Assessment Reports. Now you will download your results into Excel. First, make sure that the default for type, shown on your screen circled in red, is set to Subject. Then, the test must be selected as FSA, the score type set to Scale Score, the test status as Tested, the category, here I have selected ELA, but it can also be Math when ready, and beginning should be AP3 2015-16. Once you make your selections, click to view your report. Once the report is open and loads, in the upper right-hand corner you will notice the Excel icon. Select the icon. This will send the report to an Excel worksheet. Now that you have your file of students, you will delete the header rows you do not need. See step 1 on the screen. Next, label a column Test, then populate the test type. Here it is ELA for all of your students. You can do this simply by typing in the test type, ELA, then double-clicking on the little green square, highlighted by the number 2 on your screen. This step identifies the content associated with the scale scores, and you're going to need it later. Now, you will need to sort your list by scale score. Find number 3 on your screen. Notice the highlighted triangle. If you click on the triangle, it will select all the records on your screen. Once all the records are selected, on the taskbar under the Home tab, find the Sort and Filter icon. See number 4 for the screenshot. Click on Sort and Filter, then populate the screen as I have at number 5. Make sure the My Data Has Headers box is checked, and you select to sort the scale score column, which is titled AP3 2015-16, and smallest to largest is picked. Then select OK, and your table is set. Once sorted, using the row count on the side, scroll all the way down to your last listed student. That number by their name is the number of students, and the header row, total. So, if you use that number -1 for the header row, that is the number of students in that selected grade. Once you know the actual number of students, multiply that by 0.30 to get your bottom 30%. In the example on the slide, if there are 450 students times 0.30, you have 135 in the bottom 30%. Go to the table, find the 135th student, located at 136 because of the header row. Find their scale score, and everyone with a higher scale score should be deleted. The remaining students have the potential to be in your official bottom quartile. This first file will become your main file moving forward. Now that you have your main file created, you will simply add students from other grades to it. Therefore, following the same steps outlined previously, download the scores, sort them, find the student at the 30% mark, delete all the students who have a higher scale score. Once you only have those potential bottom quartile students left, delete the header row. This is different but necessary because you will select all by clicking the arrow on the Excel file in the upper left-hand corner of the table. Then, once selected, right-click to copy. Now, go into the main file, the first one you made. Find the first empty cell under the last listed student in column A. Right-click and select Paste as shown on your screen. That's it! You did it! For FSA Math, you would follow the exact same steps as outlined for ELA. The only changes would be when downloading from IPT, you must select Math, and when making your test type column, instead of ELA, you would populate that with Math. For middle and high school, you must follow the same concept, but also by EOC test type to finalize a potential group of bottom quartile math students. First, you will still go grade by grade, because you want to make sure you capture everybody, but you will also have to do each math EOC test separately as well. There are some nuances though. For example, Algebra 2 for the majority of students would be the last EOC to be taken in math, and therefore those students with Algebra 2 scores from May 2016, last year, would not be enrolled in a math EOC course this year, and then not count in gains at all. But if it is not the last EOC math course they are taking, for example, those in Collegiate Academy and yes, IB students, they would be in their own bottom quartile group because they have taken geometry after Algebra 2. Bottom quartile for math is done by EOC test, not grade. So, if there is any math to math EOC combination, those students potentially count in your bottom quartile. I know this sounds complicated, but the steps to getting a list are easy. Just make a checklist by grade and content so you can mark kids off as a group as you go. If you run into any problems, please contact us. We are here to support you. I'm sure you know the number. It's 272-4341. Have a great day, everybody.